to
All
get
right,
there.
man. We was talking about burnout on this episode. Let's just give them some real quick. Hit them 1-2 punch with a few tips on how to overcome burnout or prevent burnout.
All right. I had a conversation with one of my managers the other day about, telling me that, that their team's feeling burnt out. And I was like, okay, well, let's talk about that. Let's explore that.
Right.
When you hear burnt out, what do you think?
Either tired of doing the same thing, or just driven. Just done.
So would you say burnt out is a internal thing or is it an external thing?
I think it's internal. I believe it's internal, because the fire has, what's the opposite of ignite?
Quenched.
Yeah, I said quenched. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the right word. But
yeah. There's no more fire.
Yeah. So, in order to overcome a feeling of being burnt out, you have to have something internal to be able to, stir that up, right? Because the reality of it is, there's a good chance that you actually like what you do, but you may not like the way you're doing it.
That's true.
So if you're not doing things in a way that is passionate to you,
Right.
and you're just kind of going through the motions, or you just that's where you lose it.
That's true. Or not seeing no results.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or but again, it goes back to, how you're doing it.
Yeah.
There's no way that you're doing what you're supposed to do and not getting the result. In some systems there are.
Yeah.
But in most places,
Right.
if you do what you're supposed to do and you do it the way that it's designed to do it, you're gonna win 10 times over. So if you're not winning and you're burnt out and you're feeling whatever, that means you're probably either doing one or two things. You're not doing what you need to do every day, or two, you're not doing it in the way that it's designed to be done.
I got it.
And being burnt out is an internal feeling.
Right.
And I can't help you not be burnt out. I can guide you.
I think we talked about this on one pod
Did
long
we?
time ago. No, we did, but I'm about to ask you a question. Go ahead.
But I can't guide you on. I can't make you, because sometimes we look at burnt out like I'm just tired. All right, well go home and take a nap, or no, go home and go to sleep at
Right.
5 o'clock.
Right.
And if you wake up and you feel rejuvenated, maybe you're not burnt out. Maybe you're just physically exhausted.
Right.
But if you go to sleep at 5 and you wake up, you still it's. And how can anyone outside of yourself help you with that? Or change that for you? That's something that you have to you got to find that truth. You got to find that truth in yourself.
To that, I got a question.
Sorry.
No, we talked about this. What if their truth was that I'm not supposed to be doing this anymore?
Okay.
What if that's their truth? Or
okay.
Yeah. Or let me rephrase this, because what if what I'm doing and the way I'm doing is not created for the person that I am?
Okay.
Or you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Exactly. So how can you tell me that this is not for you if you don't even know who you are?
Well, I think it could be the process of me learning who I am. The Way of a Superior Man talks about this. It talks about the shredding of ego. And the book actually talk about, in life you go through stages of shredding ego. It talks about a man. And what it's saying is that, okay, so have you ever seen something on TV and you got inspired, like, I could do that? And you try to go do it, and you do it, and it's just like, nah, this ain't for me. So that's what it is. It's like you trying on clothes and like, nah, it don't fit. That ain't, until you find what your true passion is.
Yeah, but is it not for you, or did you not do it in the right spirit in which it was designed to be done?
It may be both.
It's probably one or the other. It's probably not both.
So it may not be for you though. What if it's not for you?
How do you know it's not for you though?
Well, how can you do it in a spirit that it needs to be done if it's not for you? How can you find the spirit if it's not in you?
All right. Dang, do I want to say that?
Go ahead. Oh yeah, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful what you do. They watching.
Nah, I mean, be all right.
They watching. So
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Me personally, I'm not an extrovert.
Okay.
I'm naturally an introvert.
Me too.
Like I'd rather sit here and like play games on my phone and really like be in my own little bubble,
Right.
than talk to you.
Right.
But why in the heck do I got a goddamn on leadership podcast?
Look, you still talking to me? You talking to me?
Gotta have like a little bloopers or something. This dude,
You talking to me?
like I have like we're number two. We're number twos.
Right. That's true.
Why?
So, all right. So to your point, right? If I'm on,
What's my point though?
Huh?
What's my point?
You said it's one or two things. You said either I'm not doing it the way it should be done, or doing it in the spirit that it need to be done in.
Okay.
Right?
I just want to make sure we get it. You know.
No. But see, the thing is, the spirit may not be what you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm an introvert, but if you really think and look at what I'm doing, I love to teach.
Okay.
I love to communicate. I love for people to get that, oh snap, that aha moment.
Right.
So that drives me past me being an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do what I need to do to educate.
Right.
If I'm in business, I love to educate. So when it comes to sales, I use that as leverage and I educate my clients to build trust. And then, I don't have to sell them. Now they're sold because I'm a trusted source. So I just use my passion in whatever area I'm in because now I know who I am. But it took a lot of shredding to figure that out.
Yeah.
So it may be, okay, y'all have systems in place, but how can we best suit the system for this person? Do I know this person? How well do I know this person? Okay, this person, I see they have a tenacity, they have a drive. This person like to talk. Maybe I need to put them on the, customer. Let them call the customers at the end of the day. Hey, how was your service here?
Right.
Did you enjoy? They like to talk. They extroverts. They like to make friends. But you got them in the back reading numbers and trying to, do analytical work. Like it just don't work. You see what I'm saying?
I beg to differ on that.
Okay.
I beg to differ because, even the example that you just said, right? You're an introvert, but you like to teach. And that's why I say it's either the what or it's the how.
Okay.
For you, which one of those two is it?
What did I like?
It's the how. It's not what you're doing.
Right.
It's how you're doing it.
Right.
Like you don't necessarily like to communicate and whatever, right?
I don't like fluff. I don't like small talk.
So you're educating, like you talked about educating, like basically giving people an aha moment in a sense, right? And helping them. It's how you're doing it,
right?
So that's my point, though. It's just it's either
is that the spirit that you're not doing it in? Is that what you're saying?
You're doing it in the spirit of what you're doing it, but like what you're doing doesn't necessarily line up with. But here's the reality though, right? If your how is in place, the what doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that.
So if your how is in place.
Yeah.
So your people's burning out. And the truth is,
well, people's are not burning out.
Not your people.
We had a specific.
Oh, okay. Let me rephrase. Some people. My people is not. Yeah. Okay, so some people or some.
Well,
people,
I mean, it's.
Let's be general here. I'm not, because
I just,
some people are burning out.
Yeah.
They're doing
one. And it happens to everybody. Just so you it's not like it happens to everybody. Goes.
Yeah, bro. I go through it with Be More to Do More, but I always have a rebirth moment.
Why though?
Huh?
Why though?
Because it's a learning. It's
the what?
Talking about what we're doing.
It's the what we're doing. That's what keeps you here. Is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Now how we're doing it. That's the part where it has to.
Part. Yeah.
But what we're doing, you're engaged in that.
Yeah, because we're educated.
Yeah. So it's just it depends on the situation. It depends on it's a lot of different but when it's all said and done, it's gonna break down to those two things: the what and the how.
Okay, let me. I just want to be sure we're clear here.
Yeah. It get dicey. Like it just
the spirit. So either they're not doing what the system tells them to do. Is that what we're saying?
If you are experiencing burnout,
okay,
you're either not doing what you're supposed to be doing,
okay, or you saying the spirit, or
you're not doing things how they're designed to be done.
How? What and how? I'm still,
Give me an example.
I don't know, man.
Give me a situation.
Maybe, and here's the thing.
It's situational.
Here's the thing. I'm a little biased.
Yeah.
Because me coming from systems that it just didn't work for me. I burnt out at systems that,
like banking? Is it what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, let's take banking.
Let's talk. Come on, man. Culture me, man. Let's go. Let's
talk.
What
I do.
Okay, come on.
So, what did you do as a banker?
I was selling products.
Okay.
I was selling checking accounts, savings accounts, credit cards, mortgages, car loans.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that?
It was whack.
Why?
Because first of all, how can you sell a savings account with 0.01% interest rate? You can't save nobody money doing that. But you can. It depends on, it's situational. I used to, because of my skills, I can coach people on how to use the savings account apart from, the system will tell you, hey, we have a savings account. Mm-hmm. If you like to save more money, open up such and such. And I'm like, it don't make sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like, if I was to sell your savings account, what you going to say? Hey, you want to save more money? Here, the savings account have this. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, how's that saving more money? Like, it just didn't make sense.
Well, I think so. Here's could be why. Would you say that you're comparing it to other savings accounts?
No, because no savings account at a bank you can save more money.
No.
What's 0.0? Okay, the highest is gonna go is 0.02%.
Do you think that you could save more money in a bank account than you could on your mattress?
In your mattress?
Under your mattress.
No.
If you put money under your mattress, right? Let's say that's where you put your money.
Mm-hmm.
You think that you will have more money in your savings account versus doing it that way?
If you're comparing it to that, how many? Okay, no, you can't. So
okay.
Target audience. How many people you gonna run across in the banking market that saves money under the mattress?
Nobody saves money under the mattress.
Exactly. So who am I telling that to?
That's my point. So maybe their market, their target audience was people that didn't have a bank account at all.
What, drug dealers?
Could be drug dealers, or typical lower income people that lower education level.
Oh my goodness, man!
Think of, what was your average customer? What do they? What?
Bro, I was in Roswell.
I don't know. Roswell.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget.
Yeah.
I forget.
I know it Roswell because we played football against them, and I remember them being
Yeah. The average income rate in Roswell was $150K.
Right. Okay. Where was your facility located though?
In Roswell.
I'm saying where though?
In the grocery store. But we talked about this.
I know. I'm saying. I don't know. I'm getting to the weeds with this a little bit.
See, that's what I'm saying. It don't make sense.
But I don't. My point is, here's my point.
Okay.
Here's my point.
Make your
Shall
point.
we get into the weeds on it?
Make your point.
Here's my point.
I love it though.
My point is, it could have been a situation where where they're like the people that were trying to get to open up savings accounts were people that like we don't. I mean, you have to ask the bank that, right, like who their target market was, but like,
Right.
but it's probably not going to be somebody that makes $150,000 a year.
Why would you put a bank in a area average income is 100 and then tell me to sell a savings account?
It's the how. It's the how.
What's the how?
It's not. So you didn't have an issue with necessarily banking.
Okay, no, because
Right.
no, because if I didn't have an issue. You're right. So because if I had been an investment banker, then I'd be better. Right.
And let's be real, right? It's the how. Had your manager came to you and said, "Hey, Tone, this is what we're gonna do."
I'm like, first of all, my name is Anthony. Don't call me
Call you Tone? They didn't call you Tone?
Go ahead.
Minister.
Nah, it's Anthony.
This is what we're gonna do.
We're working. Go ahead.
Hey, I know we're in, this grocery store, and the average income for the average person is about 150,000.
Right.
Right. I need what was the 3 products you said? You sold a different thing, but what was your top 3 products?
So the credit cards. I'm gonna tell you this though. Going back to the savings account, it was the savings account when we did promos. I can tell you about that, but we didn't do promos, but like every quarter. Open up a savings account. But anyway.
Not checking.
Credit cards. Yep.
Savings account.
Credit cards. What else? Yeah, I was pretty good with the credit cards, man. The credit cards had some good benefits that I can sell. And think.
You just proved my point even more. Keep going. No, keep going.
Think. I just say credit cards. We'll stay with credit cards.
See, this is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You said that on average, y'all would sell or prioritize checking or savings accounts every quarter, once a quarter.
No, we do promos.
Promos once a quarter.
So the promos is how I sold a checking savings account. Because if you put $10,000 in the bank, you get what, $350 in 3 months.
Okay.
And I would sell it like, oh, that's over such and such % interest. You can't get that in investment banking right now. So it's, that's how I sell. Oh, let me open this up, and they'll just wire the money. Especially in that audience. I mean, especially in that area, it was easy.
But you just said it was hard, didn't you?
No, I didn't say it was hard. You said
you didn't like it because you didn't feel like it was useful.
That wasn't useful though.
Why not?
It wasn't. For me, it wasn't.
Why not?
If you like selling banking products, I guess it is, but it wasn't my thing. Who are you actually? Okay.
I'm so confused right now. So confused right now.
Because I can do it because I can teach.
Are you okay? Did you like?
And I can strategize.
What did you like about banking?
Just talking to the customers, helping them with those situations. Like, hey, get this promo, blue, 10,000. You get $350. That's what? How much percent?
3.5. It sound like.
Yeah. So that's more than you can get on a, in a mutual fund. That's more than you can get within 3 months. Oh, bet. You sell it to them that way. They'll do it. And they get their money at 3 months, and they'll take their money out, close the account.
And you saying that you did like that?
No, I didn't. How am I helping them though?
You just helped them make $350.
Yeah, but it's more than that, man. Why am I a minister, bro? It's more than that, man. You gotta think about it. Like, you gotta think about my purpose, and you see what I'm saying? So like, yeah.
All right. I don't know, you kind of confused me now, but I'm gonna roll with it.
What in your mind you think in your mind you thinking that I'm saying that it was hard?
Well, I don't know what I'm thinking that you didn't like it.
No, I didn't. That didn't mean I couldn't do it.
Okay. I feel you on that. Okay. All right. I'm catching up. Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Cause we're talking about burnout.
Yeah, let's get back to the point. We got all into my business, man.
We're talking about burnout. So you're burnt out.
Yeah.
From banking.
Right.
What made you burnt out from banking? Let me make sure I understand it correctly. I just want to make sure I fully understand it.
So I was helping people make money. And in 3 months they'll close their accounts, which would mess up our book of business.
Okay.
Because the thing is, you got to give them sticky products too.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You said a lot. So I just want to make sure I understand it. Mm-hmm. You were feeling burnt out because you were doing all this work for it to mean nothing in 3 months.
Yeah. True.
Am I understanding that correctly?
That's true.
Is that the only cause of the burnout?
No, because I wasn't getting nowhere either.
Like promotions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
And I knew I could make more money.
And promotions, that's something a little more like detailed because I'm sure there's qualifications. I'm sure there's more.
And you got to understand too, bro. I don't like the corporate ladder, bro.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
So it's like, okay, I'm doing all this.
Right. So the what and the how.
Okay, help me out.
You enjoy banking. You enjoy what you did. You didn't enjoy how. So would you agree that if your manager came to you and said, Anthony, we're selling it, we have this promo for checking accounts. This is what it's going to do for you. I need you to sell 5 of these checking accounts.
Okay.
$10,000. They're going to get $350. This is what I want you to do though. Is when they get these $350, what we're seeing a lot of right now. Okay. Is at 3 months they cancel it out. Well, hey Anthony, this is what I want you to do. I want you to give them a purpose behind that $350 before you sell it to them, and you ask them, hey, if I was able to give you $350 today, what would you do with it? And they're gonna tell you what they would do with it. Let me walk you through this program. And then you're going to get $350 by the end of these 3 months. And I want you to come back and see me. And I want you to show me pictures of what you bought. Do you think that less people would have closed out their account?
Show me pictures of what you bought.
The point of it is it's about relationships, right? Because you value the people side, right? You value helping and teaching. So if you can help somebody get these $350 and then them kind of get something tangible out the deal, right? They will more than likely keep their account. You don't agree with it. Why don't you agree with that?
It's something about banking that I still don't agree with.
So hold on, no, forget all that. Did you agree? You agree with this? What I just said. Do you feel like that would keep people more and get more retention, right, of your customers more? Because you help them feel some type of fulfillment in their life.
Show me what you bought.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the kids. They want to. Kids go to a private school or something. I don't know. They show you. They come back and show you pictures of the kids.
All right. So maybe I'm just not a good example, bro.
No, you are. You are.
I'm not a good because the system overall.
What does that mean? You're not answering the question.
Because I'm gonna say no, but if I say no, I feel
you gotta give it a reason.
I would feel like I'm being combative if I say no. So
no, it's okay for you. If you feel no, it's a no.
It's but okay, because again,
but you just gotta have a reason why.
It's the system, bro.
Okay, what you mean?
Okay, I did all that. I felt fulfillment. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing, right? I love teaching.
Okay.
Right? I love for people to get the aha moment. I did that at the bank.
Okay.
It kept me going for a while, but I'm still here on my income scale. So it's still money for me too now.
Right.
You feel me? When I know that, okay, before I had this job, I was self-employed and I was making what I make on my job.
See, but that's a totally separate issue. That's the promotion side of it, right?
So I get. So here's the thing. I guess it's the entrepreneurship thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an entrepreneur and you did it for a while, and then maybe one, because remember I had like a lot of businesses, maybe one or two. One of them hit, right? I was making like maybe $2,000 like every other week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Before the pandemic hit, or before I got into banking. Well, I lost one of my contracts. Anyway, long story. So when you come from that, and then you bring your skills back to banking, and then you see the bonuses, and then you like, what? So yeah, I feel good after I taught and they got the aha moment. But at the end of the day, when I see my check, and then you got some people who's I ain't gonna say threatened, but they can see your potential.
Right.
And they, when you see all of that, man, I'm like, I'm good, man. So it just, it just didn't.
The spirit in which it is done is the how.
The spirit. So what spirit should I have done it in? I guess that's what I'm asking.
Well, you're in a W-2, thinking about it like it's a 1099, no one, right? Yeah. That's not gonna work for real. Unless you like getting paid on, even when you get paid on commissions, because like, somebody might sell a car.
Okay.
And the car costs $30,000, right?
Right.
But they only see an extra $500 on their check.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, like I sold the $30,000 car, only got $500. But if they sell 10 cars in a week, $5,000 ain't nothing to scoff at.
Right.
So, but if they again, the spirit in which they do it, if they're doing that and being successful at it, but they're thinking about it from a 1099 perspective, yeah, they're gonna feel burnt out because they don't feel like it's worth it.
Okay,
at that point.
Is my case unique?
No, your case is not unique.
So how do you tell a 1099 employee who used to be a business owner to stop feeling
your W-2 employee that used to be a 1099?
Okay.
Yep.
So they might quit. That's what I'm saying. So you think?
Well, no, for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to go back to the beginning of it. Why did you choose banking in the first place?
Yeah, because I lost my contracts.
So you just needed a job.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
And I used to bank, but I just got back into banking.
But that's also not. That's also not true.
What's not true?
Because think about it, you could have did anything.
That's true.
But you went back to banking.
Yeah, because I used to bank. It was on my resume.
Right. So.
Yeah, it was on my resume.
Yeah. No, I get it. But still, like, okay, so I'm sure you probably worked at some kind of fast food place. Is on your resume.
I worked at Kroger, but so Did
you go work at? Why you didn't go to work at there?
Because you telling a 1099er who wasn't content at a W-2 at a bank to go to Chick-fil-A to work.
Mm-hmm. So, and I don't. Yeah. So, and this is where it like similar situation, I'm not gonna say circumstances.
Okay.
But similar, like we have similar backgrounds in a sense.
Right.
Because I didn't make nearly as much money in entrepreneurship, but I had that like mentality.
Right.
So I was going, I'm in a, entrepreneurship role, and I'm like, dang, okay. And I start working for a company, and it's like,
so how did you change your spirit? Let's talk about that. We've been on my situation for 20 minutes. Let's talk about how did this conversation go from church to banking? How we here, man.
Yeah.
Whoever
we will never get to the topic, I guess.
Nah, that topic is for another pod. How did you change your spirit? But you did mention though that you took the entrepreneur mindset. For your role.
Well,
but because And here's the thing too. I don't think your system is as rigid as a banking system too. So I can't really say that.
Yeah, but you knew what the banking system was before you got there.
Yeah,
right.
I did.
So you still chose it.
Yeah,
which means you really don't have that big of an issue with the system.
Not really. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. No, it's not. It's not that I hate the system.
Right.
Is that okay? Let me go make some money real quick.
I don't believe. I'm just one of those. I don't believe people just. No, hold on. I don't believe most people get a job just to get a job.
I do. I did.
I'm telling you why I say that.
What? Okay, go ahead.
There's a reason.
Okay.
Why you didn't go work at McDonald's?
Yeah, they minimum wage, bro.
The pay.
Yeah.
So, but even if there's a reason why, I'll give you another example.
Okay.
There's a reason why you didn't go work at a factory.
Okay.
They pay better.
No experience.
You don't need no experience to work at a factory.
Man,
you know how many people work at Amazon or UPS or whatever? They ain't got no experience.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
People get jobs based on who they see themselves as at that time period. So if I have somebody that specifically coming to my world,
right,
and I'm walking you through all of these different things as well, or actually, no, matter of fact, no, you're selling me. Because it's an interview, you got to sell somebody
right
on why you can do this job.
I think I was lying my whole career. but
that's even if you are lying,
okay, there's
something like people don't just choose. Most people don't just randomly choose these jobs. Like there's like, don't get me wrong. If it's somebody that's a temp agency,
yeah,
you just that's probably the exception.
Okay, so let me be honest, right? So, So when I went back to banking, I even wrote in my journal, and it just came to me clear as day. Like, work at this bank. This is what I said in my journal. Yeah. I said, learn the media industry.
Okay.
But work banking until.
Yep. And that's okay. That's okay.
I had to go in and sell myself in the interview like, yo, I want to retire here.
Right.
I was lying, man.
A lot of people lie in the interviews like that, right?
I was lying, man.
A lot of people do that.
Because I just needed a quick check.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for me, I didn't randomly choose another job because I felt like it was easier for me to get back into banking because I had experience. And I knew that I can sell myself in an interview. Mm-hmm. Boy, I hope they ain't watching this, boy. Cause you're gonna be mad. I got you. But anyway, got him. But I knew I can sell myself. And I remember one interview I had. It was so funny, bro. Like, she was asking me questions, and I don't know if she was just spiritually in tune, but she was like, something ain't right. I said, I ain't getting that job. But anyway, yeah. But
they call you back?
Nah, she didn't call me back. She was like, something ain't right. And I forgot. It was something like, so it was like, something you saying ain't making sense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, I need to go practice that more. But yeah, man.
Or maybe she was purposeful.
Yeah.
And she knew what she looking. Cause like, bro, I don't know how many interviews.
Right.
Okay, I'm putting in perspective for you. Mm-hmm. I've done at least 50 interviews.
Wow.
Over the last 6 months.
50.
Guess how many people I've hired?
How many? 1?
0.
Really?
0.
I ain't the right fit. My God, that makes you a good manager, man.
Like, why would I bring somebody into this opportunity if I know that they're not, like, that's when.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. So, well, to the point, man. Back to the point. So, in that case, from jump, I wasn't all in. So, let's just say, so it was easy to burn out. Mm-hmm. What if that's one of the truth, too? Like, from jump, they not just all in. You know
but that's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter because like, and when I say it doesn't matter, I speak in absolute sometimes, and I'm not saying like it doesn't matter at all.
Right.
I'm saying it's a small, minute piece of the overall objective for this person or any person, right? So at the end of the day, if you're applying for a position, you see yourself in that role. So maybe it's the, like you said, the customer service side of things, or like you said, maybe it's the back end, the numbers and that side of it, right?
Right.
Depends on what it is, right? But for somebody to eliminate the burnout that they're experiencing is, okay, what are they doing? Like, are they, because here's the reality too, right? They may not be in the right role for them.
That was one of my points.
Yeah, they may not be but that doesn't mean that you exit the company.
No.
Or you exit that position. Maybe it's you do something different in the business.
So that's what I was saying from my whole list. Going into all that,
but it's still the same. But it's still the same. It's still the same thing.
The same system.
You're just doing a different part of it.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe the truth is that, hey, this position isn't for me,
or maybe the position is for you. Because that's the tricky part, right? Like you got to figure it out. Because maybe the position is for you, but like I'm trying to make it make sense. Not make it make sense, but like trying to explain it, communicate my thoughts effectively.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So maybe.
Like, okay. Banking. You're a banker, period. But you was killing it when you was on the, you were a teller, right?
I started as a teller, then a banker.
Wait, okay, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But you were killing it. When you was on the drive-through.
Oh, that's when I first. Yeah, when I was teller. That's when I first started. Yeah.
Right.
Wait. You know, I had 2 banking careers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's when I first entered into the industry.
Okay.
That's when I actually saw myself as a banker. But go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you became a banker.
Yeah.
And you were like,
Well.
Either way, it don't matter. It don't matter. My point is, I guess maybe you're right. Oh, position. It could be position. It could be. Well,
to that case, so yeah, when I was a teller, it was easy to sell on the fly. Again, I'm an introvert. I can't sit down and just have a whole conversation with a stranger. Well, I couldn't at that time. So to go from that to a banker, now I have to sit them down. Like they're sending I'm running out of stuff to say. It just got uncomfortable. So it's like, it was, a little, yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So maybe it is position at the end of the day. And maybe it's how you're doing it.
Right.
Maybe it's the spirit in which, okay, dang, you know what? I need to sell this differently, or I need to offer this differently, or I need to find or maybe I need to revisit what I'm getting out of this deal.
Or stop overthinking it too.
Yeah.
Overthinking it can burn you out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So I know we went through a lot there.
All right, man. We was talking about burnout on this episode.
God dang. I don't know how I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get to. Dang.
We spent the hour trying to figure this out, man.
Shoot.
So, all right, bro. So since the majority of our conversation has been about burnout, let's just give them some real quick, hit them 1-2 punch with a few tips on how to overcome burnout or prevent burnout.
All right. Number 1.
Okay.
The first tip to eliminating burnout is you have to revisit your why.
Revisit your why. Okay.
Like at the end of it, right? That's why I say like it's the what or it's the how, because and that's assuming that your why is in place.
Assuming. Okay, got it.
Because and at the end of the day, right, people work because they want to get paid.
Right.
The why is kind of simple, right? In a sense.
Yeah.
You double joint it?
Huh?
You double joint it?
How you know?
It just
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, dang.
All right. We out for a second there.
Oh,
It's interesting though.
it's crazy.
You used to do like the little, used to dance and all that. Do the little,
back in the day. Yeah. It's crazy now. I got shoulder pains and stuff now.
oh man. All right.
man. Go ahead, bro.
My bad. So number one is you revisit your why. That's the first thing that you got to do.
Okay.
Because if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing,
Right.
or why you even, go to apply for a position, or like people, nothing is done necessarily by accident.
Yeah.
It's done by experience, if that makes sense.
I think that'll save people a whole lot of time and a lot of burnout if they figure out what I think your energy need to go into finding your why first before you go into a position and burnout.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Number two is understanding what you're doing.
Okay.
Like, do you fully understand like your responsibilities in your position that you're in?
Okay.
I think that's like the one of the biggest things, because like, again, you may have multiple things that you're responsible for, because it's a leadership podcast, right? Like
Right.
we're talking about leaders here, so you may not even understand what your role is as the leader
Right.
in your organization,
Right.
and that's frustrating,
That's true.
and that's can cause burnout, because like you have all these different things that keep coming up,
Right.
and it's really in your job description, but you feel like you shouldn't have to do that,
Right.
So,
But the thing is, if you're a doobie,
doobies.
your job is to get to that next level. You shouldn't be worried about what's on in your job description. You feel me? You
Talk about it.
Anyway, go ahead, man.
Talk about it. We still got that drop.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
Oh, okay.
Slacking, man. My bad. Go ahead. Number three.
Number three is the how. That's the final
How
stage.
how you do it. I think that matters though. The how.
Yeah.
I think if you know your why and you know what you're doing, if that is all, I think that's the whole thing. We probably should have led with that, bro. It would have saved us probably 30 minutes. But if the why and the know what you're doing is intact, then even when you burn out, you can recover by finding other ways on how you're doing things. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Like who in like the burnout and the how, who enjoys going to work every day and hitting their head against the wall? Like, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
So who is being successful in my career? And let me go talk to that person.
Right.
Let me see what they're doing. And hopefully they're doing something ethical, right? Go talk to somebody else if they're doing something unethical, right? Go find somebody else. There's somebody that's successful. And I because again, I do all these interviews for people or with people, and I'll ask somebody. I remember I asked a girl one time. I was like, you don't think that you could have been successful, doing that? No, because blah blah blah. This person or the system. No, she said the system wasn't really made like that, right? Wasn't really built for that. I was like, okay. Well, was there anybody else in the the company that was successful? Yeah. You had people that they were doing good over there, but it just wasn't, it wasn't. Oh, so there were people that were successful. It just, what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm not hiring you.
She didn't know her why. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And she's not trying to get better.
Yeah.
So what that tells me is that she's gonna come into here. Exactly. She's not gonna be successful.
Right.
And there's plenty of success stories around, right?
Right.
Why would I hire you?
Yeah, I want to.
You're not. What's the competency? Is it resilient? No, not resilient.
Man, we got that be more to do more dictionary.
You're not flexible.
Yeah. I'm gonna say make up a word.
Like, you're not flexible.
Right.
Because you seeing things it's happening one way, and you don't want to sacrifice just asking somebody your feelings, whatever it is.
Right.
You don't want to sacrifice that to go be better. Like, what we talking about right now?
Man.
Somebody else has been successful and you ain't asked them what they doing?
I hope she's saying this right now.
I hope she's not.
If she didn't get that call back.
Yeah.
She probably got that letter or that email. We've decided to go. Unfortunately, I hated that, bro. I hated that email, bro.
We all go through it. We all
Have you ever been unemployed and got like 100 of those emails? Unfortunately, we decided to go with another candidate.
Crazy? I ain't never... No, I did get told no once before I started working with the company I'm with now.
Right. I
did get told because I thought, everything happens for a reason. I would have probably still been making $50,000 a year working there. Like it just
right.
But even that, because I was an entrepreneur.
Right.
I wanted to work at that job so I could be around like the city people in the city, the decision makers and stuff like that.
Right.
To help propel my business, right?
Right.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like nobody chooses something just randomly.
Yeah.
They choose what they know, or they choose what they're familiar with.
Yeah.
Or they choose, you know what I'm saying? Like they choose what they feel like they can be good at too, or they're gonna have happiness at. Like,
right.
Who's gonna go work? At a chicken plant when they know for a fact they don't want to stand up on their feet all day. It ain't at that point. It ain't the money ain't worth the sacrifice at that point.
Right.
So,
hey man, well,
that's all I got.
Hey man, well, Burnout, man. There you have it.
I can't believe we jumped into that.
Man, that jump went for an hour, bro. The conversation evolved quickly. It evolved quickly, but hey, I'm pretty sure they got something out of this conversation about burnout and my banking history. But anyway, look, man, if you're experiencing burnout, it's best to journal down everything that you're doing right. And how do you do that? Make sure you get that journal. What am I doing right from Amazon? Pick it up. What am I doing? WRITE, right. And go get that. Be sure you please like, because like helps us. Hit the bell and also subscribe. Oh, did I say? I did say hit the bell. Oh, yeah, we did that all wrong, but subscribe, hit the bell. Let's get this thing out of here, man. We out.
We out. All right, man. Keep the head up, cause you concerned about them. Stick and move, we can get it done. Call it unity, it ain't no way around it. Cultivating, we get motivation from the big guy. We don't play about them. Going hard for the game, showing.